What's good, sports gamers, and welcome to our offensive tutorial series where we help you out to get some of the most common coverages and adjustments you will run across in Madden. And today we're going to start off with tackling cover 2 style defenses, the strengths of it, why people use it, and how you could beat it. So alright, let's get to it. Cover 2's purpose is to load up on underneath defenders while still bringing a solid pass rush. So take a regular 4-man rush for instance. If you run a cover 3, by default it will only have 4 underneath defenders. But running cover 2, since they only have 2 deep, you can play a 4-man rush with 5 underneath by removing a secondary assignment. In cover 3's case, to get 5 underneath they would have to remove a pass rusher instead, leaving it with 3-man rushes. So having a dominant 4-man pass rush, and why the popular nickel 4-man rush with cover 2 behind it is deadly, because you don't have enough time to get your players far enough down the field to attack their lone 2 secondary players. Another benefit of the cover 2 is since the corners are playing underneath and the safeties over top, it limits straight vertical routes by outside receivers. But like every defense, there are weaknesses. First is the space in between the cornerback and in front of the safety down each sideline. You can take advantage of this by having 2 or more receivers attacking the corner and safety, as a way to make the cornerback's intentions known faster so he opens up the space between him and the safety quicker. What I mean by that is, remember how I said cover 2 swallows up vertical routes? Now if I put the cornerback on a hard flat, which has him cover the flats ASAP, it makes his intentions clear immediately and opens up the street. That's what I mean. Now outside of your opponent just doing it because, we're going to give them a reason to put the corner in the hard flat. With rip routes by the slot, flat routes by the back, drags by the tight end or receiver, anything that goes towards the sidelines. So they go, okay, I'm stopping this. Then they just opened up the space behind them, where streaks, post corners, C routes, and comebacks are great for. So you're then putting the pressure on the safety to get busy. Another area of weakness is the space between the 2 safeties, which the defense's way of combating this is one by having the middle linebacker drop back deep, almost like another safety. Or what's more common, you see guys flat out put them in the deep blue down the middle to make a bootleg cover 3. Now ways to beat the deep blue middle linebacker is simple. I personally like to bust out the switch route concepts, which has the slot receiver run a wheel route and the outside receiver run a deep post. So the outside receiver is now the inside and the inside is outside. So it keeps the outside receiver from being manned up by the corner because the wheel is running right behind him. The play from gun doubles offset weak that's straight called switch is a good one. And all I do is put B on an in route and the tight end on a fade, which is key. Its fade takes the deep blue middle linebacker out of the middle of the field and has him shade towards his side. So any deep in route coming from the other side has room to work. So if they play you regular, the post is there. And if they drop them back, the post is still there, while having the in route as an option to expose the vacant area. Another play is out of gun wide trips offset weak and it's called wide corner. You fade the tight end again, block the running back optional, and now you have the post going down the middle again, splitting the safeties. And now there's 2 in routes underneath for you to look for. As long as you have your tight end on the fade with a deep in breaking route coming from the other side and at least one underneath route, you should be fine. And the other way I briefly went over is beating cover 2 by isolating the cornerback and safety so they can't team together and clamp down on one route and hide one of the cover 2's weaknesses, and you do that with a 2-man route combination. One way is utilizing a smash route concept, which has a guy run a short route to the sidelines while another one runs a post corner right behind him. So you can see it's meant to put the cornerback, the underneath defender, in a bind, and who he chooses leaves the other guy open. In this play bunch out of deuce close, the underneath route is actually an out route, and you see the cornerback has to make a choice. I like running smash concepts out of closed sets like this where the receivers are closer to the middle so you have more room to work with for the underneath route, which will typically be out routes so you have yards after the catch opportunities. And the deep out routes aren't as pressed towards the sidelines either. And his basic ones from gun doubles flex, HB circle has a hitch in post corner that has the receiver sit right in front of the cornerback. So basically you get the gist. You want an underneath route going towards the sidelines and another right behind him to get that corner to choose one so you can throw to the other. No defense is truly unstoppable. Each has certain strengths and weaknesses. And you want to get to the point where you're like, okay, he's running this, so I can do bam, bam, and bam. That's the fun in all this. Sorry people, hope you enjoyed the video. And stay tuned for our next one as I go over all the ways to beat cover 3 style defenses. So make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't so you don't miss it. I'm Chris. Thank you all for watching and be good, y'all.